July 24th, 2022 recap. Let's do it. All right, starting on the Democrat side tonight, full campaign mode going head on into the midterms. Anywhere you looked that a Democratic politician was making a speech today or putting something out on social media, it was about the economy. Pointing out figures like the incredibly low unemployment rate, the strong dollar. I even saw a few talking about how it's been a time period with the highest raises in wages in almost 40 years, which is true, but doesn't have to do with Democratic policies, but they're still trying to take credit for it anyway. President Biden doing the exact same thing on his social media outlets today, putting out numbers about the economy, and of course, prefacing it with, we've got another bill that he's trying to get passed before the midterms, which, if it gets passed, would likely help the Democrats. Now, on the Republican side, yesterday I had mentioned that a lot of the big-time leaders, like the McConnells and the McCarthys, hadn't spoken in a couple of days, which was odd. Well, it's Sunday here in America, and of course the Sunday talk shows always get the leaders out, and they were out this morning. A tactic that's been employed ever since the January 6th committee hearings have been going on is that leaders like McCarthy, that are still very loyal to Donald Trump, are trying to spin this as just persecution of Republicans. Again, there's another incident that took place where somebody was attacked with a plastic keychain. And he was on TV today lumping that in with January 6th, trying to make it seem like Republicans are the ones being persecuted in the country, playing the victim card. Now, as I've been covering here, the Republicans are at war with each other over the future of the party and who's essentially going to be the influence there. While McCarthy finds himself on the Trump loyal side, you of course have Liz Cheney, who's on the other end of things, being a major voice in the January 6th committee hearings, and was actually on Fox News today, really taking down some of the arguments that have been prevalent on Fox News. One of the critiques is that there's no cross-examination. Another one of the things Fox News has been talking about is that Nancy Pelosi didn't do anything with respect to calling up the National Guard or anything that was there. Cheney pointed out that at the beginning of this, there was the hope for an independent bipartisan council to be able to take this over that would be a much better way to do it, kind of the way things were done by Ken Starr back in the day with Bill Clinton. But the Republicans didn't support that, and so they asked for a different type of offering when it came up to the House committee. Every one of their requests was given, and they eventually didn't support it anyway. Cheney pointed that out this morning. That would have allowed for that cross-examination, and it also would have allowed for things to seem much less partisan than they are, even though most of the people that have been testifying are actually Trump's own selections that was served in his committee and in his cabinet. And that's the recap for today.